Welcome to Hustle and Grind Lifestyle Podcast. Today, my guest is Patrick Cotter, the founder and CEO of Fleet Connect and Rural Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Welcome, bro. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Patrick, could you start by taking us back when you were younger, around 14 years old, I think,
Yeah.
where your journey of entrepreneur started? How do you think those early days shaped you, your work ethic, and your business acumen?
Well, my memory of 14 years of age was I lived in Finglas in Dublin, so a lower class area. Not not much money, but everybody laughed. It was a lovely place to go. And I got a job in the fruit and veg market in Dublin, which is in Cable Street.
Right.
So it's about a half an hour cycle to get there. And I remember I had no gloves in my hands. And it was 5 in the morning and I was freezing. And when I arrived there, I had to pack a load of boxes of carnations. And I couldn't feel my hands. And that was my introduction to being an entrepreneur. But I stayed there till I was 19, and when I left, they gave me a big ton of love. But you got a wedding. And I had to go through the whole market. And I cried my eyes out for about 2 hours. Because I was setting up my own business the next day. I wasn't terrified of setting up my own business. I was terrified of leaving all the people who were giving me everything about manners, courtesy, respect, honour. That's what I learned there.
Right. And where are we going, basically, after
I set
leaving
up
the town?
No, I set up a garden shed in Euston Station in Dublin selling flowers.
Oh, really?
And I did that for about a year. So it was the same working hours, 5 in the morning till 7 in the evening when the last train come back from Cork. And that was a great start for me.
Right. And that was kind of like an introduction of being an entrepreneur, basically.
Well, yeah, I basically was working for myself.
Yeah.
And then things are tight, permits, government legislation. I had no education on that side of it, so I had to give that up. And then I went into the world of sales.
Yeah.
Which I found very easy to transition into.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you scared to start your own business?
No, because I felt I had this untold determination.
Really?
Hunger. More than hunger. When I doubted myself, I just hit myself in the slap in the face.
Wake up. What's going on?
Yeah. What did I doubt myself?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, back yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. And you are also founder of Fleet Connect.
Yeah.
How did you start that?
It's a bit of a story, but the short and terrible. I was in the IT business. I was selling like network solutions to hotels. And, 2007, when the Celtic Tiger went up, we sort of sold a lot of that business to an American company called Rodriguez. So I made a few bob on that, and then I was forced to put Wi-Fi in hotel lobbies in Ireland. So Wi-Fi in hotel lobbies in Ireland, and I was going to Cork as a consultant on my own to a hotel down there. And I was on the train, and I had my new shiny Dell laptop in the dongle, and I went, I can't get a network here. And then I noticed other people had the same problem.
Yeah, they can't get that.
And I looked up, I went, I'm in a steel box. What if I put an antenna on the roof of this and a router in this train? I could put Wi-Fi in trains. And that's...
Who would thought about that?
And then I went and found 2 mad scientists in Sweden, ex-Ericsson, who were trying to do the same, who were technically the best I've ever seen.
Right.
And I met a few guys in the UK, and we formed a company to start putting Wi-Fi onto buses and trains.
Wow.
I was the sort of commercial lead. So in the end, between 6 of us, we backed 200 people followed us for 13 years.
Wow.
And I still do. I still have the bus. So like I put Wi-Fi on Greyhound buses in the States.
Right.
Amtrak trains.
Really?
38 countries.
Wow.
2013, and not many people know this. We won the Wi-Fi Alliance Award in Los Angeles, and we had the largest Wi-Fi network in the world. Now, what that meant was we had the most users at any one time using Wi-Fi in the world, and all between our buses and trains all around the world. And that was
That's inspiring. And tell me, do you like you sold this idea to buses in Ireland, or how does it work?
Funny enough, the Irish were last to take it. like Bus Ireland, Dublin Bus, Irish Rail. I had to go around basically and convince bus companies. Say, for example, First Group, who own Greyhound, they're the largest bus company in the world.
Yeah.
And say, listen, we want to try this product. They're going, well, it's not proven. They're a tier A company. Then we end up going proof of concept. So we proof of concept trials, and eventually turn into orders. But for me, the biggest achievement was we had no money, you know.
Yeah.
and we set up a rental model rather than the capex, because at that time companies didn't have like much capital. So we set up a rental model, but then we needed money to support our rental model. So for me, like for this whole solution, you need a router, you need an antenna. Just for example, a bus, you need a router antenna, you need network. My biggest achievement, I think, back then was I convinced all the suppliers to come with me and back me. And I promised them I'd make them millionaires. I promised them this is going to go around the world if they back me at the start. And that was the key. It wasn't convincing the customer, it was convincing the suppliers to come with us. And we still have the same suppliers today. I could get them cheap. I could get them parts and that equipment cheaper, but I still want to let them stay with me.
Wow, that's really impressive. Moving forward to your groundbreaking venture, rural Wi-Fi has been a game changer in Ireland's digital landscape. Can you share what inspires you to start rural Wi-Fi and the initial challenges you faced setting it up?
Okay, I sort of moved out to sticks, as they say here, and I couldn't get broadband, so I basically put the system in my house that I have on the buses to get myself broadband. And I said, then I had a look. I did a bit of research, and I saw there's 500,000 houses in Ireland that can't get fibre, can't get decent broadband. And I went, there's an opening here.
The actually internet here is pretty crap.
Oh, no, you can walk 5 minutes down the road, it's perfect.
Yeah,
you know, that's how.
Yeah,
that's the
exactly.
general gist of it. But so that since 2015, we started our Wi-Fi with the concept of the people who can't get broadband, we're going to deliver something that's going to be allow them, watch Netflix. I'll give you an example on the Aran Islands. We brought Wi-Fi to the Aran Islands 3 or 4 years ago. And I actually went on the installation. And there was a woman on on WhatsApp after we started talking to her mother in Wales, and she couldn't believe it. She never did this. And I remember looking out the window of the house, going, looking at the ocean. Why the hell would you want to give your kids Wi-Fi? Kids weren't looking; they were connected to Netflix and connected. I was going, Jesus Christ! Even in these places, it's more important than electricity. So we evolved. It's now come to the stage where the only broke. I said, I'm not going to compete with Vodafone. I'm not going to compete with
Right, big players. Yeah.
So how can I benefit them? How can I be a help to them? And I was saying, like, I am the best salesperson in the world. Do you know what? I've never met anybody better than me.
That's why they call you Wolf of Wi-Fi.
Wolf for Wi-Fi, yeah.
Yeah.
So I decided that the customer support part would, which, don't get me wrong, I'm not discrediting it, right? But this is what's made World of Wi-Fi. We've won award after award. We've beaten Barker's Awards, Customer Impact Awards. We've beaten Electric Ireland, Vodafone, all these. For our reviews are excellent. So we decided to make the customer. So our saying in World Wi-Fi is, you don't make a sale, you make a customer. Yeah. So our idea was to get a market share and keep our customers. So now what we do is we're the only sort of broadband provider that does all types of Wi-Fi. So that be fibre, satellite, wireless. So we would send an installation guide to someone's house or a survey guide. He would test everything and say, okay, you've been having getting broadband. This is the best we can give you. And when fibre is available, we will just continue our contract and we'll install it. So that's why we're sort of like we're making big inbounds. We were a great team. It's like the call centre in Down in Dublin. We've customer support, we've customer success, we've sales, we've marketing, we've an installation team. We've and it's credit to them. The ethos,
teamwork, right?
And my son's are heads up the sales side, and his passion alone is sometimes too much for the support. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but we have a great mix of people, and it's not down to me. We're Wi-Fi. Someone has to have the idea, but for me, that's sweeter than Fleet Connect in a lot of ways, because I never in Fleet Connect and my bus and rail side, I never had any competition. I went into a market where it was full of competition, and now we're starting out.
And tell me, if somebody wanted to start their own business, what kind of advice would you give them?
They have to be 100 miles an hour, right? You have to be an absolute and utter lunatic, okay? And I don't mean that lightly. I mean, you don't think with your head, you go with your heart. It's all here.
You just
and your favourite word is no. Being told no is what drives you.
Yeah.
You get up in the morning every day, and you look out the window and go, today I'm going to smash it. And you say it every day after a week of not smashing it, but you get into a routine. And what happens is then, what happened to me in the end, and this sums it up.
You used to
I walk into a room now, and there could be 5 people, 10 people, 100 people. And I've gone, who's that? Who is he? Look at him. But I know when I walk out there, they want to be me or follow me. And that's what I got from all of this. Now, that you can call that egocentric, you can call that God, he loves himself for that fact. But for someone starting out alone, you never give. It's all the usual. You never give up. You have to be enthusiastic. You have to understand.
Confident in this.
Yeah, but you don't earn. You gain. You don't gain confidence. You earn it. You don't get respect. You earn it. But you can only by hard work. So the key to me, like I never took the elevator of success. I took the stairs.
Yeah.
You have to. Like sometimes you can go down the wall riding through it.
You have to,
Sometimes you can
go
go
through
over a
ladders.
lot. So you have to keep going, 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 going. And you know, no idea is stupid. But the key what you get if you bring something or you have an idea is that you're talking and you're getting used to influencing people and you're getting used to people following you.
Yeah.
Like I got a lot of people follow me without any guarantee.
Yeah.
So that's you never give up.
Yeah, absolutely. People see the entrepreneurial and visionary side of you. What's something about you that people might be surprised to learn?
There's only one time in my life I can't talk. I scuba dive. So I get away from
Yeah, you
work
told
for
me
1
before.
hour, 20 meters down, I can't talk and I can't hear. So that's the only time I have to myself. And it's precious.
And you do that a few times a year, you say?
I go away for travel out of the world diving, yeah.
Yeah. You love it.
I love it, yeah. Well,
Not scared of
people wouldn't associate me with diving because like I have a buddy, yeah, you dive in a team. Don't get me wrong, I am a team player, but it's just it's like yin and yang, you know. It's just totally opposite my personality.
Got you. Right. Every guest on this show gets asked this, right? What is your hustle? However you understand this.
What's my hustle?
Yeah. Hustle and grind lifestyle. What is your hustle?
What's my hustle? My hustle is to be the best I can be at any one time. But only one time. Because then the next time I have to be the best I can be at any one time. So that's my hustle. I set, reset, go again.
And what is the current hustle now?
Me? To smash this interview.
Very confident guy, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. For our listeners who inspiring to be entrepreneurs, what key pieces of advice would you give to someone looking to make an impact in the tech industry, especially in areas as challenging as rural connectivity?
Well, first of all, you need to be the king of what you do. So if you're already in the IT or tech industry and say you work on apps, so you can work on development, you can work on networks, you need to understand that area fully for what you do. And if you have an idea, you know, you need to have the balls to go forward with it. And
Big honest.
yeah, to be able to speak to the right people, find the right people. Well, you know, you have to. I've heard so many people going, "Oh, I've got this right idea, but I don't know what to do." But no one can tell you. You can't keep
You
going.
need to figure it out.
You need to go. Okay, I have an idea. Who do I go to? You find someone. That's what I did. And then again, this comes down to not giving up. Again, this comes down to getting up in the morning, looking at the window, and saying, "I'm going to find someone that's going to bring my product to the world, or help you do so." That's what advice I give.
Yeah.
It's like it's more than enthusiasm. It's actual pure and utter self belief.
What would you say to people who kind of started something and they're really passionate about it, but it's not going in the right direction?
Well, again, obviously, someone's
Because it's very hard to stop if it's like, oh, it's not going there.
You find a way. Like, you know, I was in that position where, God, you know, as I said, you could get a no or a maybes for a week, and then suddenly you need one yes. You just need one yes. You need one. But if you give up, and people sense that you're iffy about what you're doing, people won't get that confidence off you. There's always somebody who will believe in you if you believe in yourself. You have to believe what you're saying and what you believe and what you think you can make it happen. Otherwise, every futile, you're wasting your time. You cannot. Again, it's not your head; it's your heart. You go with your heart. You go with your gut, and it's never wrong because it's your heart, it's your gut. And if you can portray that to somebody, they will 100% back you.
Mm. How do you deal with all the no's you hear at the beginning? Like you constantly people deny all the time. But how do you deal with it mentally?
Rejection is life's biggest kick in the ass, isn't it? But for me, I wasn't used to being rejected because I'd set myself up, you know, to achieve. I knew when I was putting Wi-Fi on bus and trains, it was the best idea ever. I knew nobody was doing it. The only thing I doubted was I the guy to do it. But when I kept going and going and finding a way, and every day takes a different road, every turn, then you come back to where you were, and then you circle again, and someone might have an opinion of, where you move to tweak your idea, but you're still constantly going. Again, you get up in the morning, you look at the window and you say, "Oh, I'm going to slash today." You have to keep doing that. And no becomes your friend. If someone says no or maybe, that becomes your friend, that drives you. Yeah.
Yeah. If you were stranded on this, so some different question now, a bit more like a funny, I think. If you were stranded on a desert island and could only have 3 books with you, which would you choose and why? Do you read books?
I do. I do. I'm trying to think which ones. They'll be all war books.
War books.
War books, yeah. About World War II.
Yeah, war books.
Them, like the Pacific be one of them. Band of Brothers. And why I draw them is like that group of soldiers who got through most horrific time and had the story to tell afterwards. I'm a bit like that. I can relate to them.
Yeah, you're like a warrior now.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of scars. If you could go back in time, where you were starting your, businesses and stuff.
Yeah.
When would you go back? Like what year, and what would you change?
I would go back to probably 2011 when I had that moment where I knew we made it. I knew it was done. We had the contracts. And I wish I had enjoyed it more because I took it. I didn't think it was ever going to last forever.
Right. So you were kind of like afraid.
Yeah. I was like, that's in the bank. Well, someone's going to take it off us. And I never enjoyed it because we were still in the middle of our development. We were still in the middle of projects.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's the only thing about being successful is that when do you actually enjoy it?
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, like a lot of guys, like pretty successful fellas I've met over the years, and they don't really enjoy their fruits that much.
No, but so I'd like to go back and change that and go, well done, Paddy. Well done.
Yeah, Jesus. Let's take this holiday. Or we're going to get myself the little car I wanted.
Yeah.
Imagine you could host a dinner party with any 3 celebrities or historical figures. Who will be at the table and what would you serve?
I'd have Winston Churchill. I'd have Obama.
Obama?
Yeah. And I would have
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, it's just so funny, you know what I mean? As well. And it's lethal. Yeah. It's funny, lethal, and...
I'd have the 3. And what would I serve? Steak and chips.
Steak and chips. Yeah. What do you like about Donald Trump? Would you, if you were on stage, would you vote for him right now?
I don't know. I miss him because he was, like, it's easy for us to say that on the other side of the Atlantic, but
yeah.
I don't think he's going to get in this time. I think he will be president again.
I think so.
So, he had good ideas, but he was crazy, and he was entertaining for the politics world. But on a whole, if he's the best American can produce, we're all in trouble.
If you weren't in your current career, what completely different profession do you think you might have pursued?
I have a bit of a draw to become a life coach. Well, everybody says that. Well, I wouldn't mind going into startups. I wouldn't mind going into startups and guys with ideas like, say, it's a tech or whatever it be, and advise them how to get the product off the ground. Because it goes back to me bringing the product to the market, being so successful with it, and all of the bits I did to get that there, I haven't really told anybody. But I love in a professional aspect to go, okay, we have this cup of coffee, right? We have this cup of coffee, and we want to bring it to the market. I think I could add so much value to that. I'd love to do that. If anybody's out there looking for a life coach or someone to invest in them, and that's a great idea. Hey, I'm here.
Really? Right?
Yeah.
Wow. So you were very creative
again,
things like that.
Again, it's back to being the word entrepreneur. I can't even spell it, by the way. Most
entrepreneurs
can't. It's about, belief. It's about, there's no luck in being what I did. There was no luck because people say, look, it wasn't my arse. There was no luck whatsoever. And it wasn't even hard work because if it was hard work, I probably wouldn't have done it. It was lovely, enjoyed every minute.
How many years is that now, you think? 30 years. So the success took you 30 years.
I became monetary sufficient at about 40.
41. Yeah. Interesting. And how did you feel? So many guys who are entrepreneurs don't really want to talk about money, right?
But the ones I've learned over the years, the people that have money don't talk about it.
Yeah,
People
exactly.
want to talk
Yeah.
about it.
And I want to ask you a question. How did you feel when you made your first million?
I said I'll always keep it. I'll always keep it. I'll always keep that in the bank. I'll always have a million. So I've talked it up and down a few times. The first million, I don't know, I felt like something zero was really there. What am I going to do with this?
You were like shocked, pretty much, like, oh.
I'm sorry. It was instead of shouting out the rooftops, I kept it very quiet. My father always said, "Say nothing, don't tell anybody anything."
Wow.
And four was both wrote a check for £1 million in England. And, can't remember all them years ago. And yeah, it was like, this is mine now. The known the take is away.
After tax.
Don't be silly. They got me in the end, trust me.
And what was when you already made this type of money? What was the biggest thing you bought for yourself?
I bought cars, I bought houses, I invested in stuff. I invested in when I went to a company in the UK. I didn't go mad. Like I was always still grounded and busy.
Yeah,
which is great.
Yeah. So you don't really believe into buying all this fancy stuff like that.
Well, no, I do like the nice things.
Yeah, you like.
Well, I travel to Maldives 3 times a year driving. I go to Africa. I go to the States. But I'm lucky I can do that.
Yeah. Not many people can do that. Yeah.
No, I'm not, that's expensive enough, but I can do it. So
go on, sorry.
I'd rather do that than
than spend money on some stupid.
Listen, I bought watches. I bought them after.
What you wearing?
A Rolex.
Yo, is that
deep blue, of course? Damn. Yeah. So I'll still for that. Yeah.
Yeah. Even it's so expensive nowadays. Like in New York, like the bottle of water in New York, like $5.
$6.
Oh, $6. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was over there with my son last New Year's. My little son, and like
it's crazy.
$20 for a beer.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
Go to restaurants like.
Don't ask me much about the nuggets I haven't.
Wow.
And that probably answers their question.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people out there who's straight, and again, that's why I wouldn't mind going into the life coaching side. It doesn't matter where you come from. Look where I came from. It doesn't matter who. It's all about, can you influence the person in front of you? Can you make them believe in themselves and say, yeah, just get that, yeah. So it's here. It's on your heart. It's on your head. Because your head. Fell in your shoulder, the other fell in your shoulder. This fella's telling you, no, don't do that. This fella, I always listen to the other fella.
Stay comfortable here. Yeah, absolutely. What's the fun fact about you that hardly anyone knows but will find interesting or surprising?
Well, I'm involved in GAA. I played hurling and Gaelic football all my life. And my coach, I'm part of the senior hurling team in Rathlone County Meath. So is that a full fact? That's my getaway, from work for life. I'm involved, highly involved in the community, highly involved in the GA. Yeah,
right.
My local village, Rathlone.
And your kids as well play in there?
My little fella plays, plays minor.
You have a few kids?
I have a little fella, Jack, he's 15. I have Katie, who's 20, she works for me. And Evan, he's 24, I think, and he works for me as well.
Right.
And
so you brought your children on board?
2 of them come aboard, and it's been a big privilege for me to have them there, because
it's so cool, right?
Yeah, and they're very good. Yeah. They're very, 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 very good.
Yeah. So then they don't really like, Daddy, give me this, give me that. No. You have to work hard, right?
No, and they never did, and they never went on like that, which something I implemented in them as well.
Because it's very easy to kind of teach kids.
No, I did tell my sons, my daughter can have what she wants.
Right.
You just have to do my daughter and my princess. That's the end.
Yeah, if I had a daughter, it'd be the same thing. If I had a boy, that's different. I'd be tough on her.
She's always. She's very, the children are very, very ambitious.
Yeah, I'm sure, because you are ambitious, so I think it goes in. That's how it is, I guess. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like it and subscribe, and follow Patrick's page. Where's the page, man?
Rural Wi-Fi.
There you go. Follow Patrick's page, and thanks for watching again, and see you soon. Awesome, man.